We all know that as we age, beauty never truly fades. It simply waits to reappear with more conscious touches. And when a truly mature woman incorporates these right habits into her life, she can see how her facial expression and even her energy shine with a completely different light at a surprisingly rapid pace. Because think about it, what weighs down the traces of time is not the years themselves. It is actually the neglected little rituals. In the same way, what rejuvenates our face is not expensive aesthetics, but the accumulation of the calm and equally regular care we show ourselves every day. The habits we are about to discover are powerful enough to change not only our skin, but also the traces left on us by everyone who looks at us. Let's start with the first item. 1. Ensure your face gets enough rest by establishing a quality sleep routine. As many of you might guess, sleep is one of the quiet architects that most clearly affects the beauty of a mature woman. Because, as you know, our body doesn't just rest during the night, it is also busy repairing itself. In particular, skin tissue, collagen production, and cell renewal actually accelerate during these hours. And based on this, when a regular and quality sleep habit is established, I can say that the tension in our facial features decreases, the tone evens out, and overall, your skin begins to reflect a much more vibrant glow. Of course, in a way, during sleep, the face actually rebuilds itself and begins to erase the fatigue, stress, and environmental effects accumulated throughout the day, like an invisible hand. Looking at it from another angle, sleep is certainly not just about duration. What we call sleep hygiene is actually one of the most critical details that support beauty. Everything from the temperature of the room to the light level, from screen use before bed to food consumed late at night, clearly affects how your face looks in the morning. For example, exposure to blue light suppresses the production of sleep hormones, disrupting the rhythm of our skin's renewal period. This creates a paler, more tired expression on your face. However, a dim environment and a calming transition can make sleep much more restorative. In addition, the most noticeable effect on a woman's face who gets enough sleep is definitely the reduction of puffiness. Think about it. Insufficient sleep slows down the circulatory system, leading to the appearance of edema, especially around the eyes. For this reason, when a regular sleep pattern is established, not only does a refreshed expression emerge, but also a much firmer eye area and a brighter gaze. Of course, this creates an energetic appearance even without makeup, enhancing the overall youthful effect. Ultimately, a quality sleep pattern truly reflects greatly on a woman's posture and energy, because, as you know, a well-rested body carries itself much more gracefully. By the way, a little reminder for everyone watching my video. Unfortunately, only 1 in 5 people subscribe to my channel. This, of course, saddens me greatly. If you want to change this situation, you can do me a big favor by clicking on the bottom right corner of the screen, and we will never lose touch again. 2. Take care of your neck, and especially your decolletage every day. Now, I can count this as another very important but equally neglected item, because the neck and decolletage are actually one of the areas where our age shows the fastest. Since this area is much thinner than our face, it reacts more quickly to collagen loss. For this reason, many women unknowingly neglect the most critical areas while only caring for their face. However, when we regularly care for our neck and décolleté, the signs of aging begin to soften noticeably. Our skin becomes smoother, more elegant, and generally looks much younger. Let's not forget that when we turn this into a daily habit, this care greatly enhances both beauty and posture aesthetics. Furthermore, the most important point in caring for these areas is maintaining a high level of moisture. What I mean is that thin skin is very sensitive to moisture. Therefore, dryness not only creates dullness, but also accelerates the deepening of wrinkles. For this reason, when applying cream, do not use circular motions on the neck and décolleté. Instead, apply it with light massage movements from bottom to top, which both increases blood circulation and makes the tissue much more supple. When done regularly, this simple massage gives the neckline a visible firmness. I would also like to add that the beauty of the décolleté and neck is not only dependent on skincare. Our posture has a huge impact here. A posture where the shoulders are back and the neck appears longer brings out the natural elegance of the area. However, a tired or hunched posture makes every woman look older than she is. For this reason, regular neck and back stretching exercises help this area look much younger, both aesthetically and anatomically. 3. Protecting our skin by regularly changing pillowcases. Now friends, here's what I want to say. Pillowcases are one of the most hidden factors that directly affect skin health without us realizing it, because our faces are in contact with this surface for a long time throughout the night. This contact causes dust, oil, and microparticles from outside to be transferred to the skin. If the pillowcase is not changed regularly, the likelihood of skin irritation, redness, acne, and a dull appearance increases significantly. Therefore, this simple habit is even more critical, especially for mature skin, because thin and sensitive skin is more sensitive to cleanliness conditions. Additionally, a clean pillowcase allows the skin to breathe comfortably throughout the night. A dirty surface clogs pores, sabotaging the renewal process and making the skin look more tired in the morning. On the other hand, a regularly changed pillowcase allows nighttime skincare products to work more effectively, as creams and serums remain on the skin instead of being transferred to a dirty surface. This both increases the effectiveness of the skincare routine and allows the skin to wake up with a more vibrant texture. In addition, the choice of fabric directly affects the appearance of the skin. Cotton or silk pillowcases reduce friction, preventing the formation of lines and deepening of wrinkles on the skin. Silk covers are particularly advantageous for mature women because they make ideal contact with the surface without pulling, breaking, or stretching the skin. This protects the skin barrier and allows you to wake up with a smoother complexion in the morning. Of course, the oil and product residues transferred from the hair to the pillow during the night are also a significant risk factor for the skin. Hair styling products or oils in particular can cause unwanted shine, acne, or irritation on the skin the next morning when they transfer to the pillow surface. Therefore, changing the pillowcase at least once a week, or even twice if possible, tangibly strengthens a mature woman's skincare routine, because a cleaner surface means calmer skin. The most significant aspect of this change is that regular cleaning not only provides aesthetic benefits, but also offers significant protection in terms of hygiene. Pillowcases can accumulate dust mites and microorganisms over time, which increases the risk of both skin redness and allergic reactions. These reactions become visible much more quickly in mature skin. Therefore, changing pillowcases is a simple but effective defense mechanism that protects the overall health of the face. Ultimately, this small habit becomes one of the silent but powerful parts of skincare. A regularly changed pillowcase enhances the effectiveness of care products, protects the skin, and creates a much more refreshed look in the morning. So beauty doesn't just come from creams. Sometimes it starts from the simplest surfaces we touch. Once this habit is established, both the skin's tone and texture easily achieve a natural glow. 4. Lighten makeup and highlight natural radiance. First, I want to say this. One of the habits that most elegantly reveals a mature woman's beauty is lightening makeup. Because as we age, skin texture changes and heavy products begin to suppress the face's natural energy. Light makeup, on the other hand, supports the skin's true character rather than hiding it, revealing the warmth of facial expressions and the natural light of the face much more clearly. This approach ensures that the face looks rested, fresh and soft. That is, it is based on emphasizing the elegance of age rather than hiding it. It creates an unobtrusive yet effective aesthetic that enhances natural attractiveness in both everyday life and special occasions. In fact, there is also this reality. To achieve a natural look, it is important that skin products are light, thin, and water-based, because heavy coverage can settle into expression lines and make the skin look older than it is. A light foundation or tinted moisturizer evens out the skin tone without suffocating the skin. This keeps the skin healthy and allows makeup to look fresh all day long. Remember, this light touch sends the message, "I am confident in my own beauty." Furthermore, using soft tones in eye makeup creates a much more elegant effect on mature faces. Excessively dark eyeshadows or harsh eyeliner lines can sharpen the eye shape and make the overall expression of the face appear harsher. Instead, earth tones, light shadows, and mascaras that make lashes look more natural give the eyes a soft depth. This type of eye makeup is both timeless and elevates the natural charm of mature skin to a much more aesthetic level. In addition, choosing the right blush is a small but powerful move that instantly rejuvenates the face. Light pink, peach, or rose tones mimic the flush of the face, giving the skin a natural freshness. These colors are particularly effective on mature women because they bring back the natural colors that are beginning to fade from the face. Avoiding excessive contouring prevents the face from looking harsh. Light warmth and soft blended color blocks create a more feminine result. In addition, using light, shiny, moisturizing products on the lips instead of matte and heavy formulas helps the lips look fuller. Since lip lines become more pronounced in mature skin, matte products can settle into these lines. However, light, shiny products reflect light, creating a fresher look. Thus, soft tones give a natural expression that complements the face and supports the integrity of the makeup. Ultimately, light makeup does not hide a mature woman's beauty, but enhances it with elegance. When the skin's own radiance becomes visible, the face looks more rested and the woman's energy is reflected more powerfully. This simplicity is not a deficiency. On the contrary, it is a quiet but effective sign of a mature woman's confidence in herself. 5. Give yourself a short facial massage every day. The critical point here is that massage accelerates circulation, increasing oxygenation of the skin, which makes facial features appear brighter and clearer. A light massage at the start of the day helps the face wake up, while a massage in the evening cleanses the skin of the day's stress. When this ritual becomes regular, the face takes on a much more refreshed, youthful, and vibrant expression. In fact, as most of us might expect, one of the most important benefits of this habit is the relaxation of facial muscles. The jaw muscles that tense up involuntarily throughout the day, the tension that creates forehead lines, and the fatigue around the eyes are significantly reduced by massage. Of course, especially in mature skin, this tension accelerates the formation of lines, so massage creates a natural softening effect. Circular and upward movements made with the fingertips greatly contribute to the face, having a more relaxed mimicry structure over time. In addition, massage also supports lymphatic drainage, reducing swelling in the face. Morning puffiness dissipates quickly with light pressure movements, helping the eye area appear brighter and the jawline more defined. The sharpening of facial contours is one of the most noticeable results that enhances the youthful effect in mature women. When applied regularly, the face's overall contour gains a natural lifting effect. Another benefit of facial massage that should not be overlooked is that it increases the absorption of skincare products. When applied with massage, serums, moisturizers, or oil-based products penetrate much deeper into the skin. This both enhances the effectiveness of the products and makes the skin softer, plumper, and more radiant. This support provided by massage visibly and significantly increases the effectiveness of skincare products. In addition, facial massage is a natural form of care that strengthens the skin barrier. When done regularly, skin elasticity increases, skin tone evens out, and overall texture improves. Over time, this improvement changes both the reflection in the mirror and the energy felt in daily life. Gentle touches not only beautify the skin, but also become a relaxing ritual that supports mental well-being. 6. Practice breathing exercises to reduce stress. Let me start with a harsh truth. Breathing exercises are a simple but extremely effective practice that reverses this cycle. When regular breathing exercises are performed, both the internal rhythm calms down and the skin visibly becomes fresher. This habit softens the tired expression of the face, creating a more peaceful, balanced, and youthful appearance. Here's the thing. This transition is an extraordinary opportunity for skin renewal. Blood flow is balanced, more oxygen is delivered to the cells, and a natural vitality appears in the facial features. Therefore, even just a few minutes of controlled breathing exercises are enough to quite tangibly change the energy of the face. Furthermore, breathing exercises are very effective in relieving microtension accumulated in the mimic muscles. Stress causes the forehead to wrinkle, the eyebrows to furrow, and the jaw to clench, all of which accelerate the formation of lines on the skin. However, when the rhythm of breathing improves, the muscles relax, the tension is relieved, and the face takes on a much softer expression. In mature skin, this effect creates a natural anti-aging effect. The face appears both calmer and more elegant. Also, keep in mind that regular breathing exercises play a supportive role in hormonal balance. As stress hormones decrease, inflammation in the skin subsides. Problems such as redness, sensitivity, and dryness gradually diminish. This process makes a big difference, especially in mature skin that is sensitive and thin. The skin gains a more balanced, stronger, and more stable structure. This natural regulation even enhances the effect of care products. Meanwhile, I must also mention that breathing exercises are not only reflected in the skin, but also in posture. A body that breathes deeply and regularly stands straighter, the chest expands, and the face is better oxygenated, resulting in a more energetic overall appearance. This is one of the most fundamental elements that enhance a woman's beauty, because posture is an aesthetic element as important as the effect created by the appearance of the skin. When the rhythm of breathing improves, the entire aesthetic language of the body also becomes balanced. Ultimately, stress-reducing breathing exercises are a powerful habit that builds beauty, not only externally, but also internally. When a mature woman calms her breathing, her face also calms. When her emotions settle, her skin glows. This ritual is undoubtedly one of the most effective internal care methods that nourishes beauty both in the short and long term. 7. Emphasize facial beauty with simple and elegant accessories. Friends, let me say this first. Simple and elegant accessories are a quiet but effective force that enhances a mature woman's beauty without exaggeration. Because a well-chosen pair of earrings or a delicate necklace softens facial features, directs light to the right places, and adds elegance to the overall expression. These types of accessories frame the natural aesthetics of the face rather than distracting from it, offering a more balanced and youthful look. Minimalist designs, in particular, bring the face itself to the forefront and express the person's confidence in their own beauty in an aesthetic language. Of course, simplicity works much more effectively in mature years, as skin texture, facial expressions, and face shape have now developed character. While overly flashy pieces can overwhelm this character, elegant accessories accentuate it. Delicate gold or silver rings, small pearl details, or minimal stones reflect light, making the face appear brighter. These reflections add a subtle glow to the cheeks, eye area, and jawline, noticeably enhancing the face's freshness. Also, let's not forget that choosing the right accessories makes a noticeable difference depending on the face shape. For example, slightly long earrings make the face look slimmer, while small studs preserve the face's natural softness. Delicate necklaces elegantly accentuate the decolletage area, making the neckline appear more aesthetically pleasing. This harmony not only creates a stylish look, but also helps women feel more powerful, well-groomed, and put together. Because accessories are like small but effective signatures that complete the look. Looking at it from another angle, color harmony is also an important element that enhances facial beauty. Accessories that match the skin's undertone both enhance the natural glow and make the face look healthier. Gold details create a more balanced effect on warm undertones, while silver tones do so on cool undertones. These subtle yet conscious choices can even enhance the effect of makeup, as accessories reshape the overall aura of the face. In addition, elegant accessories are a habit that ensures continuity of style. Minimal pieces that can be worn every day become a woman's signature, and this signature gradually forms an identity in the minds of others. This identity is one of the most aesthetic indicators of elegance that strengthens with age. Simplicity is not just a preference in a mature woman, but an expression of maturity and self-confidence. In short, simple and elegant accessories are a powerful tool that enhances facial beauty in both a visible and natural way. These understated touches elevate both facial features and posture, as well as overall energy, to a more elegant level. When a mature woman incorporates this style of accessories into her life, her beauty shines with quiet elegance, because sometimes the biggest change comes from choosing the right small detail. 8. The importance of maintaining a youthful posture by keeping your shoulders straight. Let me begin with this fact. Straight shoulders are one of the most powerful and natural aesthetic elements that instantly enhance a mature woman's beauty. Because consider this, the posture your body carries affects every detail, from the expression on your face to the appearance of your skin. Accordingly, a forward-leaning posture makes the face look more tired, the neck shorter, and the expression more weary, while a graceful posture with the shoulders pulled back makes a woman look years younger and more energetic. Of course, this small but effective habit creates a natural youthful effect that no makeup product can provide. Rest assured, posture becomes a silent but powerful signature of beauty. As most of us would guess, keeping the shoulders straight also makes the neck area appear longer and more aesthetically pleasing. The elongation of the neckline helps the décolleté area look more elegant and makes the natural oval of the face more pronounced. This is a very critical detail that enhances the perception of youth, especially in mature women. Because as posture weakens over the years, facial features may begin to appear lower than they actually are. However, consciously pulling the shoulders up and back reverses this effect, lifting the face and making it appear more vibrant. I should also mention that posture's contribution to beauty is not limited to outward appearance. For example, when the shoulders are upright, breathing becomes easier and deeper. Deep breathing carries more oxygen to the lungs, and this oxygen makes the skin look brighter, In other words, even the body's internal rhythm is positively affected by this change. Healthier breathing means brighter skin and a more vibrant expression. For this reason, standing up straight is considered one of the most beautiful intersections between aesthetics and health. In addition, correct posture also changes emotional energy. When the shoulders are pulled back, the body appears more confident, and this confidence is reflected in a woman's behavior, gait, and facial expressions. People instantly notice a confident posture, which enhances the natural charm of a mature woman. Good posture is not just a physical adjustment, but also an expression of mental strength. Even if you don't feel it, you start to feel it. The most amazing thing is that even simple exercises that open the chest muscles and strengthen the back muscles quickly improve posture. This improvement even reflects on the skin, because with good posture, the face receives better light, neck shadows diminish, and the skin looks much smoother. In other words, posture is the fundamental building block of beauty, both anatomically and aesthetically. Ultimately, keeping our shoulders straight is a powerful habit that transforms a mature woman's beauty, both instantly and in the long term. Even a simple posture correction rejuvenates the face, refines the neck, boosts energy, and reflects a woman's self-respect outwardly. Remember, this is why good posture deserves to be practiced daily as a silent yet powerful beauty secret. 9. Starting the day with a more positive visualization exercise. Here's the truth. Positive visualization is a powerful morning habit that deeply affects both a mature woman's inner energy and the beauty she projects outward. Because how the mind starts the day shapes the expression on the face. A short visualization exercise in the first minutes of the morning allows you to greet the day with a calm, clear, and controlled mind. This affects not only the mood, but also the appearance of the skin, because the reduction of stress and the increase in mental clarity are immediately reflected in the facial features. Thus, lighter facial expressions, softer eyes, and a more open expression are a noticeable start to beauty. Furthermore, there is no need for long sessions to start positive visualization. Even closing your eyes for a few minutes and imagining how you want the day to go makes a big difference. For example, imagining yourself walking calmly, in control, with a radiant energy causes the mind to refer to that image. This image even affects the facial muscles because there is a direct connection between the mind and the body. Therefore, morning visualization directs the skin towards a softer and more positive expression. Now, there is also the fact that when stress hormones decrease, the color of the face appears more balanced, puffiness decreases, and the skin gains a fresher tone. This is especially valuable for mature women because the effects of stress on the face become much more visible with age. Positive visualization alleviates these effects by bringing emotional calm to the day and greatly helps the face stay more rested throughout the day. In addition, visualization work also strengthens a woman's self-image. Imagining oneself as more elegant, more confident, and more energetic is directly reflected in body language and posture. This not only enhances beauty, but also changes the message a woman conveys to the people she encounters throughout the day. In other words, beauty is not only about outward appearance, it is also undoubtedly revealed in how one carries oneself. As many of us might guess, this practice becomes a habit that also affects overall quality of life. When practiced regularly, it changes the way the mind works. Pessimistic thought patterns soften, motivation increases, and more positive decisions are made throughout the day. The combination of these positive decisions makes the overall facial expression calmer, younger, and brighter. In other words, visualization is an internal beauty ritual, Starting the day with positive visualization is one of those rare habits that strengthens both the spirit and the face of a mature woman. This few-minute internal journey changes the energy of the entire day. It softens facial features, brightens the skin, and adds elegance to posture. One of the strongest proofs that beauty comes from within is precisely this morning ritual. 10. Incorporating herbal teas into your beauty ritual. Now, I want to say that herbal teas are one of the natural resources that greatly support a mature woman, both internally and externally, especially in terms of beauty care. Because these teas not only relax our bodies, they also provide vitamins, minerals, and even antioxidants that improve the appearance of our skin. Of course, when consumed regularly, our skin becomes much clearer, more balanced, and generally more radiant. For example, varieties such as lemon balm, green tea, or chamomile, which are particularly calming for the spirit, help our skin achieve a much more peaceful tone by softening the traces of stress left by the years. And this inner calm even changes the energy your face reflects outward. I should also mention that one of the greatest benefits of herbal teas is that they reduce inflammation in our bodies. As we age, our skin naturally becomes more sensitive. Redness, dryness, or dullness appear much more quickly, as you know. Teas rich in antioxidants calm these reactions, significantly strengthening our skin's natural barrier. Thus, regularly drinking a cup of green tea actually cleanses the skin from within and provides support that reduces tone unevenness. Let's not forget that this calming effect can even make the results of our skincare products much more visible. Of course, there is also this. Herbal teas indirectly but powerfully affect beauty by regulating the digestive system. When digestion is comfortable, the toxin load decreases, and this actually reflects directly on our skin. Our face easily achieves a much brighter skin tone and a more rested appearance. Let me put it this way. Teas like sage, fennel, and ginger gently boost metabolism, supporting not only skin health, but also overall energy levels. This internal cleansing process emerges as one of the most natural sources of freshness for your skin. In fact, one of the most valuable contributions of herbal teas is that they soften the emotional burden that women carry throughout the day without even realizing it. Because, as you know, stress not only wears down the skin, it also makes the signs of aging much more pronounced. That's why a warm cup of chamomile or lemon balm tea prepared in the evening both relaxes the nervous system and slows down the mind, creating the inner calm necessary for the skin to recover. This small ritual improves sleep quality, making the cellular renewal process that occurs throughout the night more efficient. So when you wake up in the morning, your skin looks more restored, calmer, and as if you have become several years younger. This rejuvenating effect is actually the result of a meditation-like break provided by a cup of tea. Another powerful aspect of herbal teas is that they contain natural ingredients that support circulation. As blood circulation slows down over time, our face loses its vitality, the complexion appears duller, and the skin's natural glow fades. However, mildly stimulating herbs like ginger, cinnamon, or rose petals gently accelerate blood flow, allowing more oxygen to reach the cells. This creates a deep renewal within the skin's layers. After several weeks of regular consumption, many women begin to notice a visibly awakened expression on their faces. It's as if the skin has regained its own rhythm. This natural radiance is the result of a genuine inner renewal that no makeup product can fully achieve. Hydration is also a detail that most women neglect without realizing it. We think that just drinking water is enough. However, light herbal teas are also powerful supporters that hydrate the skin from within. When the body gets enough fluids, the skin looks plumper, fine lines become less noticeable, and a healthy softness settles into the facial contours. Especially for mature women with dry or sensitive skin types, sugar-free herbal teas spread throughout the day are like an invisible source that gently raises the water level in the skin. Moreover, this internal hydration not only enhances the feeling of youth, it also helps the skin carry makeup more smoothly and even helps you start the day more energetically. Perhaps most importantly, making herbal teas part of your beauty routine is a spiritual ritual that deepens a woman's connection with herself. Preparing tea, sitting in a corner and slowing down, taking a few minutes for yourself. While these may seem like small gestures from the outside, they are actually very powerful acts of self-compassion that nourish your soul. This short break even reflects in your facial expressions, because when you relax mentally, your facial muscles relax, your gaze softens, and a noticeable elegance is added to your overall appearance. So herbal teas are not just a drink that beautifies the skin, they are also a quiet but very effective sign of the value you place on yourself, a way of honoring yourself. If I were to briefly summarize the 10 points I mentioned in this video, the true beauty of a mature woman does not come from expensive rituals or flawless genetics. It comes from small but equally profound habits, from consciously connecting with her body and soul every day. Because what rejuvenates the skin is definitely not creams. It is the richness of regular sleep, the calmness of the breath, the elegance of posture, and even the care shown to our skin and the reflection of inner peace in the eyes. When everything I mention in this video comes together, it will create an instant transformation, not only for our skin, but for all of a woman's energy. It creates a brighter expression, a much softer posture, and, overall, a more confident aura. Beauty is no longer something acquired from the outside. It becomes a way of life that is rebuilt every day. That is precisely why every bit of kindness we show ourselves begins to work like a secret of youth hidden from time. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you, and I want you to love yourself too. The essence of everything we've discussed is not viewing the experience gained over the years as a disadvantage, but rather transforming it into a source of strength and grace. Because the beauty of a mature woman lies in the stories hidden behind her wrinkles, in the steps she takes with quiet confidence, and in her courage to rebuild herself. When you incorporate these elements into your life, a noticeable softening occurs, not only in your outward appearance, but also in the emotional tone of your daily life. People around you begin to describe your transformation as carrying a different light, because this light is the result of caring for your own essence, not expensive treatments. And most importantly, this journey is never a struggle to look perfect. On the contrary, it is a transformation that begins with accepting yourself, approaching your body with compassion, and listening to your soul's needs. When a woman establishes this balance within herself, beauty is no longer a goal. It becomes a natural result of daily life. That's why every small break you give yourself, every mindful breath, and every gentle act not only slows down the effects of time, but also nurtures your inner strength. Remember that every step you take in this process will lead you to a more peaceful, energetic, and confident version of yourself.